They're open. Yep.
Is there anybody to sit
These
here?
seats taken.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know.
There's one here. And two. How many seats?
Good afternoon. It's so nice to see such a full house on a Sunday afternoon and more folks coming in. Welcome. Welcome. We like to start off our holiday concerts with a big splash, and this was our traditional Christmas carol, O Christmas Tree, in the composition Sparkling Lights. This arrangement transforms the very stately 16th century folk song into an energetic and dynamic fanfare. Shifting meters and contemporary harmonies and driving percussion all contribute to this modern take on an old familiar piece for the Christmas season. We hope you enjoyed that. I have to say it is a pleasure to be back here in Hopkinton for a live concert. We've missed you, and I hope that you've missed live music. It really is, there's nothing that really can compare. We wouldn't be here if it weren't for Father Cannon and Parish Hall Manager Tim Keary for inviting us to play yet another holiday performance for you. We always enjoy playing for you at holiday time, so thank you for having us. Famous for his concert music with a pop quality, Leroy Anderson possessed fantastic musical technique as well as an engaging sense of humor. He was particularly successful in creating descriptive pieces that effectively borrowed sounds and rhythms of the extra musical world, such as the ticking of a clock, the clicking of a typewriter, and the ringing of sleigh bells. Anybody remember those types of pieces? The typewriter piece? Typewriter with symphony orchestra, it's awesome. Leroy Anderson was one of the leading arrangers for the Boston Pops Orchestra and frequently served as the orchestra's guest conductor. Our next piece, composed in 1950, A Christmas Festival, is a concert overture built on traditional Christmas songs. Originally recorded by the Boston Pops, it is the Christmas medley that sets the standard for all others. Did I see some singing along during that? Yeah, your chance is coming a little bit later. In 1897, a young girl wrote to the editor of the New York Sun, questioning the existence of Santa Claus. What? The classic editorial response, "Yes, Virginia," has charmed generations of families during the Yuletide season. "Yes, Virginia, there is a Santa Claus" reminds us all of the wonders of the holiday season as seen through a child's eyes. Dear editor, I'm 8 years old. Some of my little friends say there's no Santa Claus. Papa says if you see it in the sun, it's so. Please tell me the truth. Is there a Santa Claus? Virginia O'Hanlon. The eternal light with which childhood fills the world would be extinguished. Not believe in Santa Claus? You might as well not believe in fairies. You might get Papa to hire men to watch in all the chimneys on Christmas Eve to catch Santa Claus. But even if you did not see Santa Claus coming down, what would that prove? Nobody sees Santa Claus, but that is no sign that there is no Santa Claus. The most real things in the world are those that neither children nor men can see. Did you ever see fairies dancing on the lawn? Of course not, but that's no proof that they are not there. Nobody can perceive or imagine all the wonders there are, unseen and unseeable in the world. You tear apart the baby's rattle and see what makes the noise inside, but there's a veil covering the unseen world, which not the strongest man, nor even the united strength of all the strongest men that ever lived can tear apart. Only faith, poetry, love, and romance can push aside that curtain and view and picture the superb beauty and glory beyond. Is it all real? Ah, Virginia, in all this world there is nothing else real and divine. No Santa Claus, thank God, he lives and lives forever. 1,000 years from now, Virginia, what you just saw was a lot of teamwork. Not only did the conductor have to lead the band through the last piece, he had to keep me on track too, which is no easy task, I can tell you. Our conductor, Bruce Houston, brings a rich musical background to our band. Mr. Houston has directed bands and orchestras in the public schools of Massachusetts for more than 30 years. Mr. Houston is a bass trombonist and has performed with many musical groups, including the Concord Orchestra, Boston Jazz Orchestra, Savvy Lewis Big Band, Claudio Roditi, Mark Harvey All-Stars Band, Metropolitan Wind Symphony, Bay Colony Brass Ensemble, the New England Philharmonic Orchestra, and the U.S. Army 5th Division Band. And he still has time for us. Mr. Houston began playing professionally when he was just 14 and says he always knew he'd be a conductor, and we are so proud and honored to have him as our conductor. Thank you, Bruce. Gesù Bambino, written in 1917, is an Italian-American Christmas carol in pastoral form. The pastoral is a musical description of scenes that take place outdoors, often including shepherds and idyllic settings. Listen for a familiar melody in this piece, a much earlier Christmas carol, Adeste Fidelis. December is a month rich in holiday tradition. Kwanzaa is coming, Christmas is next weekend, and Hanukkah starts tonight. Hanukkah commemorates the age-old story of victory over oppression. The Maccabees broke free of the Syrian Greek tyrant Antiochus over 2,180 years ago. As the story goes, after the battle, there was only enough oil for the ceremonial light to last for 1 day. Yet by some miracle, the oil lasted for 8 days. Families celebrate Hanukkah at home, lighting 1 candle for each of the 8 nights of the holiday. Each night there is more light, which is why Hanukkah is also called the Festival of Lights. Our selection, the 8th candle, recalls the story of Hanukkah. It begins with an extended hymn-like section, followed by an exciting dance of celebration. This is the 8th candle. was fun. Our next selection contains two well-known compositions combined together, kind of like peanut butter and chocolate. Maurice Ravel described his piece Bolero to be an experimental piece of music. Well, that experiment was a rousing success. Bolero is considered to be one of the most popular orchestral pieces of all time. The second piece in our composition, The Little Drummer Boy, is one of the most celebrated Christmas songs of all time. We're going to do a little musical experiment of our own and combine these two famous pieces to get our next selection, The Drummer Boy's Bolero. same rhythmic figure over and over and over, and keeping it locked in is no easy job. So our little drummer boy did an excellent job. Thank you, John. The hardest. So we are the Southeastern Massachusetts Community Concert Band, and we have been rehearsing and playing in community settings since 1976. The band is currently celebrating 46 years of music making to the delight of thousands of concertgoers throughout Eastern Massachusetts. The community spirit that was a key ingredient in 19th and 20th century bands is alive and well in the spirit of our band. Indoors or out, we offer high-quality performances for a broad spectrum of musical tastes. We perform in true community style, playing in town parks, town commons, fields, gazebos, and social halls. And in the spring and winter months, we do a variety of indoor concerts. The band currently has about 40 musicians of all ages from towns throughout the Metro West Massachusetts area and beyond. There are no auditions and a minimal dues fee. Hands up if you played in high school or college band, community band, yeah? Okay, we have chairs up here for you. Okay, you laugh, but this is how it starts. We rehearse on Monday nights in Medway. Once you come and play, sometimes you can't leave. We have a member here today who has played with the band for decades, and he's here on his birthday. Thank you. Happy birthday, Jeff. That's dedication to music. So if you're interested in playing, even if you're just thinking about maybe pulling a clarinet off the shelf or dusting off that trombone, come and see one of the band members and we'll tell you more about our rehearsals and our performance. Okay, quiz time. What do you get when you combine the song Up on the Housetop with a rhythmic Cuban dance rhythm? You get the reindeer rumba. The Latin rhythms in this composition work perfectly with the bright melodies of the piece. And just for fun, we'll add in a little bit of jazz swing to keep things moving. Enjoy Reindeer Rumba. think I saw a little bit of chair dancing going on during that piece. So let me tell you that when we do our summer concert outdoors in parks, there is plenty of room up front for dancing. So if you're looking forward to spring and summer, as many of us are already, come to one of our concerts and you can have the dance floor. Now, you have been a terrific audience, and this is the part of the concert that you have either been looking forward to with great anticipation or dreading. It's our sing-along. You know, we understand how difficult it is for some to just sit and listen to all this great holiday music. We've got some great chair dancers up front here. We now invite you to capture the spirit of Christmas in the best way possible. Please lend your voices to the band's accompaniment in a good old-fashioned Christmas sing-along. We'll start with Hark the Herald Angels Sing, followed by O Come All Ye Faithful, Deck the Halls, Silent Night, The First Noel, Joy to the World, and We Wish You a Merry Christmas. Ready, Maestro? Take it away. It's always fun. It's been a joy, a pleasure, and an honor to play with you again. And we wish you a Merry Christmas, a happy and healthy New Year. And we are going to close off. Okay, my head's a little bigger than that, but that's okay. All in the spirit. Our final piece is a especially Boston area holiday classic. Sleigh Ride was not originally written as a Christmas piece. Did you know that? Use this as Christmas dinner trivia. It was written simply as a work that describes a winter event. Leroy Anderson, our great composer, began work on the song during a heat wave in August of 1946. Sleigh Ride is the only holiday song originally written as an instrumental piece for symphony orchestra. The Boston Pops recording of Sleigh Ride was the first purely orchestral piece to reach #1 on the Billboard Pop Music chart. In the 1950s, Mitchell Parish wrote lyrics for this piece and other Anderson instrumental compositions. In 2015, almost 70 years after this piece was written, Sleigh Ride was named the most popular holiday song of the year. And year after year, Sleigh Ride ranks at or near the top for holiday song favorites. We hope it's one of yours. Enjoy Sleigh Ride.
Yeah.